Buskers, welcome from Malta to Italy. Well, first of all, how your fantastic song "Do You Wanna Dance" was born?
Okay, the story about the song is basically we did want to make it to this year's deadline for Eurovision. We piled up the songs that we had in work in progress, and when we all brought them together, this kind of shone the most. It was the most appealing to us that we can submit. We started working on it nearly every day to make the deadline, to the point where we had lyrics and songs and the production that we all feel that represents each and every one of us. It was, I think, the first song that we all managed to put each and every idea we had in it, and we're so proud of that. But thankfully, the song managed to get us through to all the stages, to the point where we're representing Malta in Liverpool.
And also in the national final, you had a very good representation, a good staging, and also 3 hardback covers.
Yeah, yes.
This song, one of those 3 covers, in particular, obviously, I guess the easier was Destiny, gave you some advices before going on the way to Liverpool.
We're actually working with Destiny's creative director, Stephen Levi, and he guided us towards to the point where Destiny was also contributing to that. She helped a lot with the confidence and also her luck with us on stage, as you mentioned, with the cutout.
And also, speaking of Destiny and Emma Muscat last year, and now we have very different kind of music coming from Malta.
Yeah.
How did Maltese music evolved?
So, no, actually, Maltese music, it became... How can I say it? We're giving more very to our native language nowadays. We managed to bring also the Maltese language into the pop scene. Before it was a bit more traditional, but recently there were there were a lot of bands emerging from the local scene, and there were others also who actually moved abroad from Malta, and they went to London, America. There's also at the moment there's an artist who's opening up for Future Islands, which is a really great band from the alternative scene. So I think as local music we're getting a lot of opportunities, and I think again Eurovision is one of them. Last year we've seen Emma Muscat, who's doing really great in Italy. So yes, I think as artists we're giving more importance to music nowadays.
I think we're also seeing a transition where most people are no longer just being afraid of taking music as their main profession.
Yes.
They're no longer just going to their job and also trying to do music in their other time. They're making music their priority. They're earning money and making a living doing that, and that's also contributing to the overall level on the island. You know, slowly but surely we're getting to the point where everyone can be really proud of what's coming out of the island.
And also you speak of Emma Muscat, which is famous in Italy, but there's another connection, a strong connection with Italian music, because the Radio Italia Live was taken in La Valletta.
Yes. I'm not really familiar with the history of it, but yeah, our connection with Italy has always been there. I mean, most Maltese, I think a big percentage of Maltese have Italian as kind of their second language. Being so close to Italy, we have a lot of Italy's culture. Very close culinary culture as well.
Yeah, we cook very
so yeah, I mean, our getaway is definitely to get to Malta and have holidays in Italy. So Malta and Italy have always been very close together.
We know also that you know some things very important about Italian music. That's one of your favorite songs.
Yes, of Marco.
Yes,
Marco.
It's my favorite this year, Marco Mengoni's song. I really find a lot of maturity in the way he writes and the way he sings. He's also a veteran when it comes to the Eurovision and big stages. You know, he's been doing it for so long.
And also Domenico Modugno. You also talked about Volare.
Yes, yeah, Volare. Again, Volare is a song that keeps on finding its way in Malta's parties and as Sean said, in football, which is another big thing in Malta. It's the third religion, I think. Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those songs which withstood the test of time, basically.
We love to mention Måneskin as well, so it's another big one for
that's
us.
another big one.
Yeah, and Måneskin, I think, and I want to know your opinion, did change the way the whole Eurovision thing is seen. all the feeling about Eurovision, because the international big stars now, and
sure.
also Rosalind opened for Ed Sheeran, for example.
What's beautiful about it is that Maneskin, as Jean has always said, they have a history of working hard towards something. They did they didn't just see Eurovision as the end goal. They moved past that, and they always worked hard in Italy, and they made sure to keep on working hard to the point where everyone knows who they are, and that's very important. As you said, they did change things in how Eurovision was looked at, and it just proves every year that goes on, new artists and new flavors are coming into Eurovision, so that's very good.
When they won, they said like you can't kill rock and roll, you know, as in they said it again, you know, they reminded everyone that rock music is still there to stay, and it's always going to have that impression on people.
And they managed also to represent in America. They are one of the few actual rock bands, modern rock bands, that are actually selling out huge arenas and getting #1 albums. And again, that's coming from a Eurovision artist. So yes, respect.
Could that be a good sign for alternative music, like in some ways is yours? Even if I read a comment where you were defined like a mix of Sunstruck Project, thanks to your sax obviously, and Daddy Frere.
I think music, the beauty of music throughout the years has been that genres have been overlapping, and what we always did is that we didn't take inspiration from one person, and we come from different backgrounds of music. Sean loves the brass elements, I love the pop aspect, and Jean loves the alternative side of it. So when they come together, we produce music which is, I believe, new.
Could we hear something about this cool music just to end up in a big way?
Let's do it. But hey, wait, what you say? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance?
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Grazie mille.